It's February and Valentine's Day, so I know you might be having that special someone over for dinner. I have a really romantic and very easy menu for you. It involves some citrus, some scallops, a little bit of an aphrodisiac, so you might be getting some later. And I want to make your Valentine's Day hot and easy here on Hot and Easy with Caroline Wright.
Just trying to find a baby, I just need a little baby. Just trying to find a baby, I just need a little baby.
So we're just going to get started. I have my good friend Gillian here with me in the kitchen, and we're going to make this really simple pasta dish because this is a really special Valentine's Day for you, right?
Yeah.
She's getting married soon.
I am.
And scallops are one of your favorites,
They
right?
are. I'm actually thrilled you combined two of my great loves, my fiance and scallops. So I'm really
Nice.
glad I didn't have to pick between the two.
Well, we wouldn't want that. So I'm actually going to ask you to go ahead and peel one of these tangerines. We're going to start off with a really simple salad. It's just tangerines and olives. So here I'm just going to go ahead and pick these Cerignola olives. We're just looking for a medium, briny, very, very meaty olive here. And it's okay if they're smashed looking because that's sort of what we're going for. And just go ahead and arrange them on the plate. Be sort of rustic. Teddy will be impressed.
Rustic is always good.
Sometimes it's easier to use a knife, though it's not appearing so right now. It actually is easier to use your palm, also because you're not wielding, you know, a sharp knife towards your body.
Knowing me wouldn't be good.
No, I trust you, Gillian. So, and then actually, this is just 8 Cerignola olives. That was 4. Here's another 4 that we've already pitted here. We're just gonna top it with some chili peppers and a little bit of sea salt. And then we're gonna move on to our scallops. Yay!
Best part.
Your favorite.
I know, right?
So all we have here, Gillian, do you want to go ahead and throw a quarter of this box of spaghettini into some boiling water? We have some really salted water going over there. Go ahead and just like use a heavy hand with the salt. It's already been done. We're already at a boil. And we could use other types of pasta here. We're using spaghettini. You could use capellini if you wanted. It's just a really great fast cooking pasta, so that means that you can be ready for your date in no time flat. So I'm just seasoning these sea scallops here. You know, they're a little bit costlier than a smaller scallop, but definitely because it's the star of the show, and you want to impress. It's Valentine's Day, right? So just go ahead, season those nice and generously, and I'm going to throw these into this hot pan we have here. This is just a medium skillet. It's a not non-stick skillet. You can actually see how hot the pan is. Not only is it smoking, but the oil moves really, really quickly in the pan like that. So there we go. It's just a nice drizzle of oil, about a tablespoon. Very simple. I'm going to put them flat side down into the pan actually. There you go.
Oh, music to my ears.
And then these guys are only going to take about 3 minutes. About 3 minutes per side. It's going to get them nice and brown and just slightly, just nicely cooked through. So we'll be back in about 6 minutes when the pasta's done cooking and the scallops are done searing, and we'll be right back to put all this stuff together. Can't wait. See you soon. So these scallops have just been about 6 minutes, and Gillian, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and place some of that chervil, which is that nice, delicious green herb. It's a little bit anisey. It's very delicious, really delicate, perfect and romantic for this. While I go ahead and put these yummy and just perfectly cooked scallops onto this pasta.
Just little bunches like this?
Exactly.
Perfect. Oh, man. It's so beautiful, I almost don't want to eat it. But the key word there is almost.
And you know what? If you can't find chervil, you can totally use parsley. And then we have a little bit of toasted pine nuts, which we toasted before we started. This just was actually in the same skillet as these scallops, and it was just about 6 minutes over medium heat. You're going to see that they're nice and brown. Let's see if you can get a little look there. And I'm just going to sprinkle these with the pine nuts. You want to go ahead and do that for me? And I'm just going to, again, hit it with this sea salt that we used on the same salad here. Very delicious. Perfect with the scallops. I'm just going to drizzle everything with a little bit of olive oil. Looks good. And do you want to pour some cava?
Yes, absolutely.
Cava is actually a sparkling wine, similar to like a Prosecco. It's just a nice champagne alternative that is just a little bit cheaper, well, actually quite a bit cheaper, that is just delicious. Pairs really well with seafood and will be just lovely and festive for this meal. Nice.
Thank you. I'm not so good at opening it, but I can pour okay. You know?
That's great.
Okay, let's see. Why don't you take this one?
Gillian, I wish you the best Valentine's Day before you're a married couple.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks, guys, for joining me on Hot and Easy with Caroline Wright. See you next month.
Just trying to find a